Guys, today we're going to be looking at some of the dark secrets of Peppa Pig and the truth about her. And is this really a kid's show or maybe something deeper?
I didn't know there were dark secrets.
You're saying Peppa Pig is not all happy?
Peppa Pig is not all happy, little bro, but let's take a look.
It was a sunny day. George decided to play hide and seek with Peppa.
Okay, hide and seek.
This time, he wanted to find the best hiding spot where Peppa would never think to look.
You are not going to fit in that glass, little bro.
So when no one was watching,
I mean, he can certainly
climbed into a
try.
trash can.
Put one in a trash can?
George
That's
could
where
sit
Kai
there
hides.
for a long time.
All the time.
At this time, Peppa was looking for him and couldn't find him anywhere.
Are you serious,
The
bro?
hiding place really seemed good.
I wouldn't want to
After
stay in
while,
a trash can
he
that
even
long.
started to fall asleep.
Bro slept in the trash can?
He felt
Inside
something
of it?
strange.
Ew,
Daddy Pig tied the
gross.
trash bag and put it outside.
Wait, what?
Mr.
Oh, no.
Bull came to pick up the bag, as he usually does. But he didn't know that George was inside.
Nah, that's crazy.
After Mr. Bull threw the bag into
are you
the
actually
garbage
serious?
collector, George woke up and
Oh,
tried
no,
to understand
George!
what was happening.
Wait, he's at the
He
dump?
started screaming, but no one could hear him because of the noisy
What?
machine.
That's crazy.
His heart started beating faster,
no.
and his breathing became heavier. He quickly felt a lack of oxygen and
Break
managed to
out!
rip the
Okay,
bag.
good.
Okay, good stuff, dude.
He looked around and realized where he was.
Thank goodness I was worried about him.
He was
Jump
very
out!
scared. He just sat and cried, waiting for the machine to stop. But
Why?
it kept going and going until it reached the dump. George thought everything was over, and he could run out and ask Mr. Bull for help. But then the garbage started pouring out.
Oh, nah.
A pile of garbage fell on George at the dump. George managed to get out of there. He
Get
was
out,
all
buddy.
dirty with waste. And Mr. Bull has already driven off.
No.
He looked around and saw that there was stench everywhere and there were no edges of
Oh,
this
heck nah. Oh, heck nah. Oh,
Waste
heck
was
nah.
brought here from
George,
several
you're gonna be
settlements.
fine.
He decided that Mr.
You
Bull
think
would
so,
come
Kai?
to this place the next
No.
day, and he could ask him to take him home. So he just had to wait here for some time.
Are you serious, bro?
But it would be torturous.
Oh, he's got garbage on
George
his
was
face.
dirty with something sticky, and there were no means of survival here, nothing to do. All he did was dig through the trash, looking for something interesting. Until suddenly
Was
he
there even
realized he
anything
was
to eat?
hungry.
What is...
All he could
Okay,
find was
what
a
is he gonna
couple of apple
eat?
cores, a couple of half-rotten
Oh,
pears,
moldy
and moldy bread.
food.
That's
He
disgusting.
ate a couple of apple cores.
I mean,
It
he
was
is a
unpleasant,
pig.
But the feeling of
I know, but
hunger
I've tried it.
started
It's
to
not
pass.
good.
What?
By evening, he was very thirsty. He found a few rotten tomatoes.
Why
in the
doesn't he
bag.
just leave?
They were very soft. And
Yeah,
had
what
leaked
is he
juice.
doing just staying there?
George made a hole in the bag and drank the contents. It was the most disgusting thing
Okay,
he'd ever
even
tasted
for me
in
that's
his life.
gross.
Dude, poor
But it was
George.
already getting dark, so George would have to spend the night somewhere. He was afraid of the dark and needed
Why
to
does he
find some
not
cozy
walk
spot.
home?
He found it.
I know, that's what
He
I'm
put a few
saying.
torn clothes under himself and covered himself with a blanket he found.
Okay.
In the morning, he would wake up and wait for this machine. Either it would wake him up with its noise. He was sure that everything would be fine the next day.
Okay.
And when morning came, the machine really did
I
come,
don't think it will be.
waking him up.
Are you good, George?
Oh no!
It was a day off. In the morning at about 9 o'clock, everyone
My
gathered
goodness.
for breakfast. The parents had fun.
Okay, that was
not
one of the
knowing that
stories.
This was the last time they would see George today.
Okay.
Okay, here's the next one.
Wait, what?
Peppa went to
Oh.
play with George. Mummy
Okay,
Pig
never mind, this is a
washed
new
the
story.
dishes and sat down with Daddy Pig to watch TV.
Yeah, you worried us for a second.
Yeah, I
Later,
thought that was
Daddy Pig
it.
took the garbage out.
Not again.
Mummy Pig cooked the food and called everyone to eat. Everyone came.
Wait, no, it is the
Except
same
George.
story, I
It
think.
is the
Peppa
continuation.
said they were playing hide and seek, and
Oh,
George
snap.
might still be hiding.
Oh, nah.
The last time she saw him was about an hour ago. Mummy Pig called out to him again, but no one came.
Oh, heck no, dude. This
Mummy
is
Pig was
crazy.
immediately
Oh
alarmed.
no, they're about to realize he's
This
missing.
had never happened before. They went as a family to look for George. They went through all the rooms, calling for him.
I mean, he's definitely winning hide and
But he didn't
seek.
answer. They thought it was just an inappropriate joke from George.
He's
Now
not
they
even at the
started
home
looking in
hiding.
every possible corner. They rummaged around, but they didn't find him. They realized that George was not at home. They didn't know how
boy.
he could have gotten out. The front door
Oh,
was
that's not
locked.
good.
They
Through the
called
trash
police.
can.
The search began.
George?
George's parents started
Georgie.
looking outside, going to all the places he liked to be.
George.
They searched all day and never gave up hope. But they didn't find
Oh
anything.
no.
The next morning,
never
they
think
went
to
into
check
the
the
woods.
dump.
They walked for hours.
R.I.P.
looking for
George.
until they realized they were lost.
George is a real one.
Wait, the map's
They
upside
continued
down.
walking through the forest.
Hey,
They
yo,
didn't
was
want to be
Brooke carrying the
reported
map?
missing the next
Lay
day.
off!
They wandered for hours until they saw a trail of blood that led somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
This trail of blood had
Okay.
been left today.
No.
They were terrified. They had no idea who could have done this.
Is that George's?
As they walked a little ways down the trail,
Wait, did
they
he like
saw a
get
shoe.
crushed and then drag himself
It was
out?
George's shoe.
Oh heck no.
Daddy Pig pulled out a knife.
I think you
and
might
they
be right,
sped up,
Brooke.
hoping they could find George alive. The tracks led them straight to the dump. They
Oh.
led right under the wrecked car.
Wait, but when he got hit, he must have been walking away,
George
right?
slept underneath this
Yeah.
car. He was in the dump after playing hide and seek in the rubbish bin and
Oh,
woke
we're
up
about to
a
find
car
out right
crushing
now.
him. The car broke his leg under its weight.
Oh my
But
goodness.
because of the shock, he didn't feel it. He could hardly breathe, but he managed to squeeze under this rusty machine, cutting himself badly.
Oh.
He began his fight for life. He had been at this junkyard for a day waiting for help.
George
and
is
now
finally
realized
learning
he
the
needed to
hardships of
find someone
life.
himself and
Yeah.
crawl
A
forward.
harsh reality
He
in
couldn't
this
walk
way.
because of his broken leg and was poisoned by the food he had eaten at the dump.
Oh
As
my
he crawled
gosh, you
through
had
the
it
forest,
bad.
He was already sure it was the end.
Did they find
Daddy
him?
and Mummy Pig realized they were going the wrong way and ran back. But there was no one at the other end either.
Huh.
They looked
Okay.
closely
What happened
and
to
saw
him?
the footprints of an adult. The footprints led to a house. They knocked on the door.
Who is
and
that
Grumpy
guy?
Rabbit opened
I
it.
don't know. It looks like a
It was him.
mouse
He
guy.
picked George up
looking
and
thing.
brought him to his house.
Why is he
He
in a
told George's
cage?
parents how to get to the village.
What
and
the
they
yo?
carried George in their arms. We tried to find out what was happening to George
I'm
at
confused. Why
Grumpy
was he in a
Rabbit's
cage?
house. But George did not answer.
Is George okay?
Today, the Peppa Pig's parents decided
No,
to
he's
leave their children
traumatized!
alone with Grandpa Pig. They went on vacation, and Granny Pig was temporarily away.
Huh, interesting.
Peppa didn't
Okay.
suspect that these days would show her a shocking reality
Okay.
and traumatize her psyche forever.
What?
It all started with
Wait,
lunch.
wait, what?
Grandpa's dishes were, as
That's
always,
Grandpa Piggy?
delicious. Peppa asked how he
Why does
always managed to
cartoon
make
food
such
always look
tasty
so good?
dishes.
Always.
He replied that it was because
I'm
he
saying,
knew how
bro.
to grow delicious vegetables in his garden. After
Ew,
lunch,
veggies.
They went to the garden.
I
This
know.
is where
We know you don't
Grandpa
like
grows
them.
his
Wait, hold on.
vegetables.
Carrots. I like
At
carrots.
the end of the garden, they reached
Yeah, I
the
do.
chicken
I like
coop.
carrots. I'm a bunny
He
rabbit
also liked
sometimes.
to raise chickens.
What?
And Peppa saw a strange building standing nearby. Peppa asked what
Huh,
was
looks
inside,
like a shed.
but he said the kids aren't allowed to know and shouldn't go in there.
Okay.
Yeah,
They
there's a
collected
body in there.
vegetables and
There's a
returned
body.
home.
A
They
body?
spent time together, playing with
Yeah,
Polly
why else
Parrot
wouldn't they be allowed to
and
go in
playing
there?
hide and seek. They
Brooke,
played
that's
until
a
the night,
big assumption.
but Peppa kept thinking about
Just
what
watch,
was
just
inside
watch.
that building. And when she went to bed,
Aw,
thought
they're
wouldn't
sleeping
leave her.
together.
Aw, keep each other
later,
company and
when
safe.
she was sure everyone was asleep, she got up very quietly and went out to the garden.
Yeah, you
She
better
was a
see
little
something
afraid
crazy.
of the dark, but she was also very curious.
What's in there,
She
Peppa?
walked
If
up
it's,
to
a,
that little
if
building,
it's a body and Brooke
looked
is right.
around, and opened the door.
Oh gosh, what's gonna be in there?
What if it's like grandma
She
just
smelled a
chained up?
strange smell. There
Oh,
were feathers everywhere, and it was all
What?
dirty.
Oh,
She saw an axe and a saw on the wall. She felt sick.
Oh,
She
wait,
didn't
maybe
understand
this
what
is
the
where he
room
kills
was
the
for.
chickens, and that's why they're not allowed in because they're sharp
Suddenly, she heard
objects.
footsteps. She closed the
Oh,
door
my,
and
oh.
started watching. Grandpa Pig was walking to the chicken coop with an axe. He took
oh.
a chicken from there and with a swift
Oh.
swing of the axe, ended
Yeah, I
its
guess that
life.
makes sense too.
Peppa cried, seeing the innocent chicken's life come to an end.
Alright, it's not
She
that
didn't
bad, little
understand
bro.
why he did it.
It's to eat.
Grandpa
Yeah.
Pig started walking
yeah, it's
toward the
the-
door. He tried to open the door, but he couldn't. He knocked and walked around
He just
for
said
a while,
Peppa.
Peppa?
but eventually returned home.
Peppa?
Peppa calmed
Peppa?
down, thinking she had gone unnoticed. She waited for some time and then went out again. She felt sorry for the chickens, so she opened the chicken coop.
Are
and
you
let them
serious,
out.
Peppa? Do you know how
Now
much
they
chickens
can be
cost in this
free,
economy?
And no one will kill them.
Yeah, in this economy, Peppa, come
She
on.
returned home very quietly and went to
Free
bed.
eggs and free meat, my boy.
The next morning, it seemed like it was just a scary dream. She went downstairs, smelling the breakfast that Grandpa Pig had prepared.
Grandpa
and
definitely
sat
cooked
down at
something
the table.
fire.
Yeah, is it like
Then,
chicken
Yeah,
nuggets?
for
Grandpa
real.
Pig
Probably
said that
cooked
he
some
knew what
chicken
she did
soup.
last night. He had returned home and seen that Peppa wasn't sleeping in her room. He said that he raised
Oh,
chickens for
she's
meat,
caught!
which was very tasty, and that's why his dishes
Oh.
had a special flavor. On holidays or when guests came, he always went to his shed at night to prepare meat.
Dang,
But now he had
bruh.
lost that
That's
opportunity.
crazy.
Well, I mean, that's that's
said
just
she
how
doesn't
it
want to
goes,
eat
doesn't it?
chicken,
That's not anything that's
but
scary.
Grandpa
I
swore that
thought there was
no
gonna be
chicken in
bacon
this
on the
breakfast.
pizza.
She calmed down
What?
and started eating.
I
And the
thought
food
Grandpa
had a
got
different
Peppa.
taste. But when she finished breakfast, she saw a green feather at the bottom of the bowl.
What?
Grandpa cooked
green
Polly the parrot for
feather?
breakfast. This
Oh.
was his way of punishing Peppa.
What?
So that she
Her
would remember
pet?
to obey adults at all times
I changed
And
my
Peppa
mind. This
remembered.
is scary.
for the rest of her life.
That's crazy.
Look at her face.
Rebecca Rabbit's family was very hospitable.
Nah,
They
straight
loved
up.
to invite neighbors over for tea. But they did not know
Devious
what the
work,
visit
bro.
of Peppa Pig would lead to.
What, inviting them over for tea?
Rabbits are known for their
my
fertility.
goodness, bro.
They give birth to 3 children at a time. Rebecca's family
Dang.
was the largest in the district, with 8 children. On this day, she
Dang.
invited Peppa Pig's family
That's a
over
lot
for
of
a
kids,
visit.
bro.
Peppa decided
don't
to show
say.
off her new toy, which could make sounds when squeezed. After
That's
they
pretty dope,
talked,
Peppa.
Peppa and her family went home,
For real,
forgetting
Peppa?
that she had left her toy
that like
at
a dog's
Rebecca's
toy?
house. The next morning, the father of the rabbits went to work as usual, and the mother was supposed to stay home to take care of the children. But suddenly, her sister called her, asking for help with work. And now
Okay.
she had to leave her children
Okay,
alone.
yeah, where's this going?
After she left home,
Well,
Rebecca
we'll wait
went
and
into
see,
the living
huh?
room and saw that Peppa had left her toy. She picked it up and pressed it, but it started to smell burnt. The electrical mechanism in the toy was faulty, and soon the toy caught fire in her hands.
Dang.
The fire
Alright.
began to spread throughout the room, and she ran to the sisters to take them outside. But the exit was already covered in fire.
Devious.
They needed to hide somewhere. They remembered that they had a hatch at the bottom, which was an entrance to a system of tunnels dug by moles living below.
Moles?
They decided
Okay.
to go down as
What?
quickly as
When
possible.
was this?
All of them started to go down the
Oh,
stairs,
we need one of those.
but one of the rabbits fell while coming down. She broke her leg
Ooh.
and couldn't move.
No.
Alright,
And
you
now
just
they
leave her
can't all
behind.
go together. Someone has to stay with her. But now they were safe in the cold, damp, and dark room.
Were they though?
There was one exit from the tunnel system down the mountain.
That's crazy,
where they
bruh.
could get help, but they were afraid of getting lost in the tunnels because there was no light.
Okay, really, bro?
And Rebecca decided to go
Well,
into the
that's a
dark
problem.
tunnels. Only one of her younger brothers, Richard, volunteered to go with her, while the others were too afraid of the dark. They didn't know that
Oh,
leaving was the
no.
only right decision, as a few minutes later, the hatch above started to burn and let in carbon dioxide.
No!
Oh
Since
my
it was heavier
gosh.
than air, it rushed down straight into the
Oh,
room where rabbits
They're
were.
cooked, bro. They're
They
cooked.
started to lack oxygen,
They
and they
needed to
began to
leave.
suffocate. They saw smoke
guys
coming
just
into
run.
the room. They started running, but it was too late.
No!
Meanwhile, Rebecca and her brother managed to find the exit. When they came out, they saw their house burning down.
This is
A minor
genuinely
malfunction
horrifying.
in the toy had deprived them of their home. Everyone who stayed inside the tunnel died from asphyxiation.
Dude, that is
It was a
insane.
terrible loss for the rabbit family. The remains of the house were removed, and the rabbits now settled inside the tunnels.
GG,
equipping their
bruh.
rooms, where they continued to live their lives. But now with only 2 remaining
Wait, was
children.
that a backstory for why there were only 2 of them?
That is crazy,
That's so
dude.
sad.
That is actually insane. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe. And if you want to watch another video, click the one on the screen right now. Bye, guys.